A very warm welcome to all of you. And today, on this unique platform, we are taking up a very important topic, that is India and climate change. That is to understand what action India is taking with respect to climate change. No theoretical perspectives, many ideas you know already. Without understanding basics, we can't really go new heights. So, कुछ तो आपको भी करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि बिना मिले स्वर्ग नहीं मिलता. That is why you must not only enjoy and understand, but also motivate yourself to work a little bit more smarter. That is the whole goal, and to provide you a good platform. So India and climate change. When we say, we know India is party to UNFCCC. Already we have done a video on the same, and I request you to go and watch this video so that you can understand all nuances. यानी कि बाल की खाल, so that you can understand क्या चाहिए and how you should approach towards understanding. No shortcuts, no superficial acronyms, but only pure understanding. ध्यान से सुनिए, बार बार सुनिए, रोक कर सुनिए. You can enjoy the virtual world the way you want, so that you can do amazingly well. So there is something called biennial report, which is going to bind India. जैसे आपकी स्कूल रिपोर्ट कार्ड होती है, या फिर there is a kind of a semester system in which you get certain results. Similarly, here is also India is producing its report card. So key point here is, because it is climate change, so carbon sink create कर रहा है. कार्बन सिंक जितना बड़ा होगा, जितना हम कार्बन ऑफसेट करेंगे, उतना ही हम सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट की तरफ राइज करेंगे. दैट इज वाई सो we can say 12% of India's greenhouse gas emissions, they were offset by carbon sink, especially with the action of forest and cropland. So more the number of trees, more carbon they can absorb, and more India can move towards sustainable development. लेकिन India's per capita greenhouse gas emission in 2018 was only 1.8 tons of carbon dioxide, जबकि world average is about 4.2 tons. So दो figures हैं, India is less than 2 and the world average is more than 4. So you have to understand that India must work towards developing its infrastructure, developing its economy, nevertheless in a sustainable manner, but no guilty factor should be there. हमने ठेका नहीं लिया है. We have been the oldest civilization in so many ways, pursuing sustainable development in so many ways, and that is what is being promoted by India right now also. We will see that. So you have at the national level, state level, and you have got a plan of action. India ने achieve किया 20% reduction in emission intensity against the 33% level which India is planning to achieve by 2030. So goal is by 2030 we will reduce it by 33%, and you can say by 2018 or by 2020 more than 20% have been achieved. So it itself showcases that we have achieved a certain goal and we are moving towards it with great intensity and concentration. Obviously, so many unforeseen factors. For example, COVID-19 is also going to play an important role in this development, because world is not going to be the same like the way it was. But yes, sustainable lifestyle or सतत जीवन शैली और संरक्षणीय जीवन शैली is very much important. So total greenhouse gas emissions also increased with time, and what we are saying is that there are certain figures in terms of land use change and forestry, LULUCF. This is very key term, LULUCF. So you can understand this term, use it in the prelims and also in the main examination as per your understanding. The goal is to showcase that we are moving towards more and more controlling climate change through our goals. As far as emission intensity of India's GDP is concerned, it has reduced by more than 20% in the period of 2005 to 2014, and if we go by 2018, then also these figures are relatable. यानी कि our growth of economy is less and less depending upon carbon economy, less and less depending upon carbon intensity, and that intensity we are reducing and we are moving more towards green economy, or you can say green GDP. That is all the goal is. In this context, how it will become green? Solar installed capacity. For example, हमने 9 times increase किया and it is increased to 23 gigawatts. Share of non-fossil fuels is also increasing, say about 35%. And supercritical thermal units, they have risen in number and they have gone to make sure that India is moving towards attaining its goal. यानी तीन चीजें, not only solar power but also non-renewable resources and supercritical thermal power plants. Why supercritical? Because in simple words, वो कोशिश करते हैं जितना कंजम्पशन हो उसके हिसाब से कम कार्बन emission हो. More efficiency, more production. And old thermal power generations having a higher heat rate and a cumulative capacity of 10.4 gigawatts, they have retired. That means India is doing away with them. Band karo, nahi chahiye. And forest cover is also increasing. It has gone up to more than 24%, that is 24.56% as far as the Indian State of Forest Report is concerned. So हम कह सकते हैं that India, by talking about solar power, by talking about production, by talking about carbon emission, it is moving towards energy efficiency in different industries, and it is talking about how to make sure that the whole infrastructure is changed. Or you can say India is working towards creating an ecological system for future. In this National Horticulture Mission, यानी कि बागवानी, पौधे, fruits, vegetables, ornamental flowers, they have also been playing an awesome role. In this context, the name of Sikkim must be taken at forefront as the first organic state of India. Then India is also partnering with many countries including European Union and 22 more, that is Mission Innovation. That means smart energy. That means biofuels and sustainable development. And one example is जब घर घर के बल्ब बदले गए. LED is the name of the game. We have a scheme called Unnat Jyoti by Affordable Leads for All, Ujala scheme. By that what we did? We went on to lesser down energy consumption and carbon emission also. But as I was saying in the beginning, per capita emissions, when we see the global perspective, India is only 1.58, and look at China, 6.08. World average, as I said, is about 4.51, and US is 16.15. Australia is also very ahead, about 16 only. So that means India is at a precarious position. It is in dilemma how to move ahead. Technology, finance and support from world institution is the key how India can move forward. These figures are important, but what is to see is that India is only 1.58. See, Russia is also 11.56 and even Japan is about 10. So we have to be very much clear about development and industrial production, but our commitment is how to be innovative, how to be smart, or you can say jugaad technology. So that is why India came up with National Action Plan on Climate Change. That means हम linkage बनाएंगे between adaptation and mitigation, and what is the priority of Government of India. In 2008, National Action Plan on Climate Change came into being, and it has 8 missions under it. Every mission is very much integral to the development of India. Say solar energy, as we have already been talking about. Energy efficiency is the another key mission. Sustainable habitat, that means homes and also buildings, they must be green in nature. We have water, so National Ganga Mission is one of the example for the same. Sustainable Himalayan ecosystem. Sustaining the Himalayan ecosystem is reflected by not only providing shelter to something like snow leopard, but also creating uh, water pooling and also making sure that human activities or the anthropogenic activities are limited in nature. Green India, that is linked with Kampa, compulsory afforestation program and other kind of plantation. Sustainable agriculture, lot of new issues including neem coated fertilizer, you can say, are one of the examples. Kisan card or lab to land program is also an example of it. लेबोरेटरी में प्रोड्यूस कीजिए आइडिया और उसको लैंड में इंप्लीमेंट कीजिए. एंड स्ट्रेटेजिक नॉलेज फॉर क्लाइमेट चेंज, दैट इज डन थ्रू इंस्टीट्यूशंस लाइक CSIR, DRDO and so on. Everyone is working for it. So that's what I was saying. Under the purview of Prime Minister and his office, these are very much keywords. So Prime Minister Council on Climate Change, that is very much important. So who is their part of it? There is something called SAPCC. Nation can only move when the states move forward. So state and UT are integral part of it. They are coming up with their own plans. They are facilitating. Their goals are also there, and they are being provided with financial support also. क्या चाहिए? पैसा चाहिए, टाइम चाहिए, एनर्जी चाहिए, रिसोर्सेज चाहिए. सब कुछ प्रोवाइड किया जा रहा है. Everything is moving on. That is why you will see lot of state level programs also, whether it is Odisha, whether it is states like Assam, or whether it is Tamil Nadu. Every state is coming out with their own strategies and plans. But as I said, there is an outlay of money, and objective is to create a scientific and analytical capacity and an institutional framework. और उसको implement कैसे किया जाए? That is how it should be implemented. That is what is the goal of CCAP, that is Climate Change Action Program, which came up in 2014. Now, what it includes: National Carbonaceous Aerosols Program, NCAP, long-term ecological observatories, so that they can see the trend, they can understand it, and coordinated studies on climate change for Northeast region. Very vulnerable, very much important. Northeast region is the hub. It is one of the mega diversity hotspots. It is one of the most important fragile economy and also ecosystem for India and the world. Now, long-term ecological observatories, I was saying that it is coming into picture. Budget have been given for it, and they are creating ecological network: Western Himalayas, Eastern Himalayas, Northwest arid zones, Central Indian forest, Western Ghats, Andaman Nicobar, Jammu Kashmir, Sundarbans. These all areas are tackled and said. See what kind of areas are these. So according to habitat and vegetation, as I said, Sundarbans or Andaman Nicobar over here, or even Eastern Himalayas, Western Himalayas and Western Ghats, all these areas I am showing it to you. So India is a beautiful landscape, is a beautiful vegetation is there, and it is accordingly we have to see that what kind of ideas are to be practiced. Now in this context, there is something called National Adaptation Fund on Climate Change. Adaptation Fund यानी adapt करना है. So aim is to give support to such activities which are not covered under already existing system. That means vulnerable communities and also areas, उनको भी support किया जाए. So that showcases, अगर आप देखेंगे, that India is very much practical in its approach. अरे बड़ा भी तो है, world's second largest population, its own unique cultural values, own unique geographical areas. So according to all these ideas, there needs to be a specific goal which is there. Now, it is in this context, if I say ISA, that is International Solar Alliance, which is having headquarters in Gurgaon, and it is to promote solar technologies, promote solar lights for households by 2022, mechanisms to reduce cost of capital, and e-port and share experiences. So what we can say is that there are 120 countries and bloc, especially in the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, यानी नीचे वाला हिस्सा, equator के नीचे, that is what we are talking, and little bit over up. So in this context, you can say if you visit India's villages, especially in states like Haryana, then solar power is reaching homes. Homes where electricity is not coming up directly, they are putting up solar panels. So as I just said, intergovernmental organization hai, more and more nations are joining it. Target is 1000 gigawatt by 2030, 1 trillion investment. These are the key factors for PT. And India is actually, you can say, requiring a target of 175 gigawatts. And whose brain is it? Is it Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is the key behind it, and he gave this speech in 2015. So that is why 20 gigawatt already installed, and more than that we have already said, and 175 is the goal by 2022. Already we are in 2020. We have to see whether this goal will be achieved or not. That is what is the key point to track. You have to be futuristic and positive in approach. So post 2020 climate goals kya hai? So 40% of cumulative electric power must be by non-fossil fuels, more than 40%, and to create a carbon sink of 2.5 to 3 billion tons of carbon dioxide. That means हम ना सिर्फ पेड़ लगाएं बल्कि सिंक भी क्रिएट करें. I am sure you will be taking out key points from the interaction. CDM, already we have spoken about it also in details. If you watch UNFCCC video, you will find. Then in CDM also, India is one of the key players. It is the second highest in the world in terms of registrations. And certified emission reductions by India, it is also more than 12%, or you can say 235 millions. That means India is actively promoting it. एक example मैं आपको देता हूँ, Delhi Metro. It is a wonderful example of how CDM it is being implementing. Now India, how India is tackling climate change. जो 8 steps हैं ये बहुत ही important हैं. If you see it clearly, तो 2030 तक we are going to reduce our carbon intensity of GDP by 30 to 35%. 2020 में हमने कितना किया? About 20%. ये हमने already बात की. Secondly, increase share of non-fossil fuel based. Already we are talking कि 40% share is to be reduced. और हमारा goal कितना है? 175 gigawatts. हम उस पर भी work कर रहे हैं. Third, afforestation efforts. We are already doing it. As I already said, that more than 24% area is already there. Then we are talking about developmental programs. Yes, definitely there are a lot of programs, whether you talk about Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, whether you talk about Clean Ganga program, or whether you are talking about smart cities program. These are all linked with climate change. Adapt a climate friendly and cleaner path, definitely. So fuel saving, already Bharat stage have been introduced, the series have been introduced, and Delhi is leading the game into it, where clean fuel is the goal. And Bharat stage 6 have been launched. That is what have been there, and it is being implemented very, very aggressively. Funding भी है, National Clean Energy Fund भी है. Then we have लो कार्बन इंटेंसिव स्टाइल्स. भारत ने योगा दिया, भारत ने कंदमूल खाना सिखाया, भारत ने सिंपल लाइफस्टाइल सिखाया. डेफिनेटली इट इज पार्ट ऑफ क्लाइमेट चेंज, इट इज पार्ट ऑफ सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट एंड कटिंग एज टेक्नोलॉजी ऑल्सो. दैट इज व्हाट इंडिया इज गोइंग टू प्रमोट एंड इट इज वर्किंग. सो यू कैन से दैट द CDM, दैट इज द नेशनल CDM अथॉरिटी जो है, it is actually working aggressively. Large number of projects are there. Energy efficiency है, fuel switching है, municipal solid waste है, renewable energy है, and even forestry है. So cities like Indore, you can go and Google how Indore have been the leading city as far as clean and sanitation drive is concerned. Private sector का बहुत important role है, especially in waste management, whether it is medical waste or otherwise. So we can say that institution जब तक नहीं आएंगे, we can't do much. That is why partnership with World Bank. Market readiness. That means India is ready. India is ready to develop a voluntary carbon market. Yani, we are going to create a market and we are going to move forward. हम carbon market create करेंगे. We will get finance in return. We will get technologies in return. So हम support करेंगे, incentivize करेंगे, and we will be taking up new and new approaches which are cost effective in nature. That is why चाहे waste हो, energy हो, security हो, growth हो, all these factors जिनको आप दिन रात न्यूज में और पेपर में सुनते हैं, उनको हम अपने साथ जोड़ पाएंगे. Then how much grant is there? $8 million is there initially, and the sectors which are having significant mitigation potential and ability to contribute to India's achieving NDC targets. Okay, so this is being done, you can say, at global level also by India's efforts. One more key area is ozone layer protection. It has been in news of late also. India is party to not only Vienna Convention but Montreal Protocol also. Question have been asked directly and indirectly. India has been producing and using 9 of the 96, you can say, the kind of fluids and kind of carbons which are being बैंड और विच आर बीइंग रेगुलेटेड. इसमें आप मान लीजिए क्लोरोफ्लोरोकार्बन्स हैं, CFC 11, 12, 13, कार्बन tetrachloride or hydrochloride fluorocarbons are also there, halone and halone 1301 is also there. So all these are there. Apart from that, methyl bromide is there. So question is not that naming all these names, question is just to have a familiarity of all these ODS except HCFCs. सब कुछ हमने phase out कर दिया है. You must have heard that the refrigerator in your home, the air condition in your home or in office, they are using such kind of gases or such kind of fluorides. So they must be controlled under all conditions, which India have been doing, and India have done it even before time. So that is why ozone cell India have set up, Ministry of Environment and Forest, and detailed program started in 1993. Since then we started, see how long we have started, since 1993, and then we have done by 2010. So we have successfully implemented. That is an example of national strategy for transition to non-CFC metered dose inhalers. So in case of pharmaceuticals also, India have been at the forefront. जहाँ पर भी कोशिश हो सकती है, वहाँ पर इंडिया ने through systematic approach, through instrumentalities, India have been able to do it. In this context, Kigali again amendment is very important. So Kigali amendment is very historic because it went on to talk about phasing out HFCs. So HFCs are not related with ozone layer, but वो actually global warming करते हैं. HFCs are linked with global warming. That's why they are very, very important. So India is only representing about 2% of the global production, but our manufacturing and consumption sector is expected to grow in the coming time by 2030s and 40s. That is why डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज के लिए भी बेस लाइन सेट की गई है. सो फेज आउट करना पड़ेगा, एक दिन में नहीं होगा. You are in the nursery class, suddenly you can't be jumped to 10th class. Similarly, there are targets that by which years, say 2021, 2022, 2024, 2026, 2028, whatever it is, how we are going to work on eliminating this, thereby using clear alternative technologies. So India ने भी बोला कि 24 से 26 तक, by 2024, 2026, India is also going to work in that direction. India will freeze its manufacturing and consumption of HFCs by 2028. So baseline हो गई हमारे लिए 24, 25, 26, 24, 25, 26, so that we can prepare ourselves well. Therefore, India will completely phase down in 4 steps, and thereby 10%, 20%, and also 85% by 2047. So you see, India is actually working in the direction that how it can not compromise on the development also, and side by side it is not promoting those technologies, those ideas which are not climate change resilient. इंडिया इज द फर्स्ट कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड जिसने इंडिया कूलिंग एक्शन प्लान बनाया, सो दैट कौन से सेक्टर्स हैं, विच एरियाज आर देयर विच हेल्प रिड्यूस द कूलिंग डिमांड, बोथ डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट, सो दैट India can work towards creating a socio-economic structure and ecological system जिसके द्वारा not only growth is there but also no impact on its long-term goal for creating sustainable development. We know our Prime Minister, he in 2018 went on to get Champion of Earth Policy Leadership. That is why we can say India is in right hands, India is moving steadily, India is irrespective of any kind of responsibilities and commitments and problems, it is going to move forward smartly, and same I expect out of you also, by resilience, by truthfulness, and by looking forward to honesty and integrity. So we have discussed India and climate change pehle, then we went on to talk about how NAPCCC and state action plans have been created. India has got 8 goals post 2020. There are targets also, there is a role of CCAP and CDM mechanism we have spoken about. हमने बात की किगाली amendments की भी, जिसके द्वारा HFCs को eliminate करने की बात है, that too also in a phased manner. And we are also talking about ICAP, that is Cooling Action Plan by India, first in the world and Champions of Earth Award to the Prime Minister. So अगर आप एक साथ देखें, so these are the set of ideas which can really give you a lot of confidence in handling not only the multiple choice questions but also in handling long term, or I should say long type answers. But the goal and idea is you should be able to correlate and think about it in a sincere and simple manner. That is what is one of the ideas to promote this channel. Content is available everywhere, knowledge is not available, and obviously thinking and intensity is desired. Welcoming you, and also looking forward to your ideas and comments, and obviously your any kind of feedback. Thank you very much for watching, sharing, and also preparing notes for your better future and success. Thank you very much.